Hey, guess who's playing hooky from work today? I wanted to try to do one of these without writing anything ahead of time. I still did a lot of planning. I didn't mean to, but I did. Um, and I was just I've been thinking about labor a lot because I've been doing labor a lot. Like I said, I called off work today. Uh, One of the benefits of pushing through pain is that I never have to make up a legitimate excuse to give my body a rest. I can always use it. Uh, I had a bad high ankle sprain a few years ago, and every once in a while I'll come down on it sideways and it gets a little inflamed. So, eh, I can pop 1,000 milligrams of ibuprofen and go to work, or I can give it a rest for a day. I don't know if I can afford to give it a rest for the day, but it's what I chose to do. Um, so even then, sitting around the house to get a little bit antsy, I feel the urge to be productive in some way or another, in some form. Um, so I decided I'd come on here and talk a little bit about my thoughts. Um, I'm a garbage man. Uh, I ride on the back of the trucks on the routes, and I hop off, throw the bags in the back of the truck, and I hop back on the truck and leave. So I do a lot of physical labor throughout the day. There's there are a lot of really disgusting aspects to it, and it kind of gives you a bad impression of people you haven't even met. Um, a lot of it is just unhygienic and inconsiderate, and I think there's a larger problem with wastefulness in society as well as um, packaging. Packaging is a big aspect of it, but the amount of trash that we create in general is just astounding to me. I don't know how people bring this amount of raw material into their homes on a weekly basis in order to throw it away. Um, so, so it's not the most satisfying work, but I guess it's a needed service. I fulfill a useful role in society. At least that's what I've been doing for the last year and for now. But ultimately, I would like to move on from that to more meaningful employment. Um, now, I'd say I'm very underpaid. I make about $12 an hour, and the only health benefits I get are that I don't need a gym membership. Um, I I do it to survive. That's really all it is. I'm just trying to keep myself safe and secure, and I do like creature comforts. Uh, as we all do. I think we're all a little bit spoiled by luxury, and it can become a type of prison if you're not careful. Um, what else was I going to say? Oh yeah, I get through it. The labor aspect really isn't all that bad. Like I said, I don't really need much of a gym membership. I get a lot of my activity. I don't have to worry much about what I eat. uh, because of all the activity I'm getting. Nothing really throws me off too bad. Um, like what I do is I'll take it as an opportunity to get into a flow state. Like I said, either a workout or I'll pop in headphones and I'm lugging bags around like it's nothing in my head. You wouldn't know, but I'm jamming out, or I'm just feeling myself, feeling my muscles, working out or doing labor. I think there's a lot to be gained from just experimenting with your movement style, your fluidity, changing up the way you do things, tightening up the way you do other things to become more efficient. And it can become like a game, a challenge, really a lot of things like that. It helps you get through. I know it's hard. A lot of people think physical labor is torturous, but it's really not. You just have to push through a lot of pain and a lot of weakness. Just because you have the urge to quit doesn't mean you can't push yourself a little further. And you do that incrementally, and you strengthen yourself that way. Um, I think what a lot of people are discontent with uh, right now and it is really the job, not the work. I think if you have the right mindset, you can do any work and get get some kind of energetic reward from it. If you practice your meditation, mindfulness, be in your body, feel your body parts while you're moving them. Um, you can become engaged on a deeper level with what you find to be mundane. It can become more of a dance or a practice, and it's not about what's going on externally at that point, it's about what's going on internally. Now, a lot of people have a lot of discontent around their jobs, and that's more to do with management, clientele, coworkers, and a lot of people don't feel appreciated, they don't feel rewarded, they don't feel recognized in their places of work, and that is going to make it hard for you to feel fulfilled in that place. And there, when you have to sacrifice your own sense of self worth or self respect to go along to get along, if you think you're in a dead end and it doesn't matter how much you invest into it, then yeah, you should be shopping around for another place of employment. Sometimes easier said than done. Um, I did just recently get my driver's license restoration letter from where it was suspended from the accident that I got into. I talked about that in a different video. Uh, but now the only thing between me and greener pastures is a set of wheels. So, I think there are a lot of deeper places I can go in regards to speaking about um, labor, from mundane labor to passionate labor, um, and the impetus and motivations which we use to achieve our goals and how we derive those. Um, but at the moment, I think my cat's hungry, so I think I think this was a good bit to chew on right here. Maybe I'll make a part two later in the day. But for now, goodbye.